First of all, I'm going to identify our shooter as Darion, D-A-R-I-O-N, Marcus, M-A-R-C-U-S, Aguilar, A-G-U-I-L-A-R. He's 19 years old, and he lives at 4704 Hollywood Road in College Park. It took us a while to identify him. As you know, we were concerned about when the initial officers came upon him, seeing a lot of ammunition on him. We were concerned about whether he had booby-trapped himself. And although his body was not booby-trapped, those concerns certainly were borne out, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But it took us a while to identify him. We were able to use some technology, some robots from some other agencies. We were able to get his identification, and then we had to verify that, and then obviously we wanted to make notification to his family. So Darion Marcus Aguilar is the shooter. We've not been able to verify any type of relationship at this point between him and either of our victims. We can't establish that there is one. We have not been able to establish there is not one. That is an open question. We know that's a important piece of information our community is interested in, but we just don't know that. We're working to find that out now. We do know that one of our victims also lived in College Park. We don't know if there's any connection there or that's merely coincidental. Again, we're working hard to determine that. Once we can establish if there's any relationship or not, that will certainly help us to identify the next big question, which is why this happened. So we just don't have the answers to those questions at this point. And please bear in mind, we're about 22 hours since this happened. So we've gotten a lot accomplished, but we still have some unanswered questions, and we're working on those. We did serve a search warrant at that address late last night, early this morning. Recovered evidence, including ammunition. We seized computers, some documents, things that we will be going through over the next hours and days. The weapon used in the shooting was a Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun. At this point, again, early on, it appears it was purchased in Montgomery County in December. We're still kind of running down some of the details on that purchase. We did announce last night that we had come across in the store a backpack that it contained explosives or IEDs. These were homemade devices consisting of flash powder and household items. So they're not very sophisticated. With the help of our colleagues with the FBI, State Fire Marshal, we were able to render those devices safe, which allowed us to then proceed with the rest of the investigation.
It all happened in an instant, witnesses said, and not a single word was exchanged between the gunman and his two victims before a burst of shotgun blasts sparked an afternoon of horror. Overnight, bomb squad units worked to secure the deadly scene at this mall in Columbia, Maryland, bringing in robots to disable two crude devices on a gunman who killed two mall employees and injured several others, all before turning the gun on himself.
Kids are hiding in the bathroom. It's the upper level near the stairs, hearing active shots.
This morning, police are scouring surveillance tapes to try to make sense of the crime.
There were a lot of people here at the Columbia Mall Saturday morning at 11:15. This was a very scary incident.
A domestic argument, authorities tell ABC News, is the leading theory behind the killing of the two employees who worked at a skating shop, 21-year-old mother Brianna Benlolo and 25-year-old Tyler Johnson. The shooting just outside Washington on Saturday sparked terror for hundreds of shoppers and store employees.
Everybody ducked to the ground. I heard more than 10 shots.
People started running and screaming, and then I hear it again, boom, boom, boom.